Hello everyone, I am the Lore Explorer and this is Outer Wilds. In today's loop, I want to do something fun. Outer Wilds actually has a few official pieces of merchandise, and one of those things is a set of postcards for each planet. And after seeing my videos, the Hearthian Department of Tourism reached out to me to make them an ad. So today, for the low price of just 12 cans of marshmallows, you can go on a tour of the Outer Wilds solar system. Plus, your purchase will go directly towards the Outer Wild Adventures and their missions. From the tidal sands of the Hourglass Twins to the endless vines of dark Bramble, strap into the ship and let's get on our way. As always, this video will contain spoilers for Outer Wilds, because even just seeing things spoils stuff in this game. The first stop on our journey would be Ember Twin. Luckily for us, Ash Twin is holding all of the sand right now. We think the sand is going to start falling soon, so be sure to book a tour now before a few of the attractions close, like traversing the deep and winding cave system to admire the robust cactus species somehow able to survive in a sunless environment. And at the heart of this cave system is our newfound archaeological site. Ember's twin surface used to be covered in water, so the cave systems used to be submerged, and some of the deep-sea creatures here fossilized. We've been trying to get samples of these to study, so you can make history by helping us discover what mysterious, ancient creatures used to swim the oceans of Ember Twin. After a long dig, we like to relax by having a nice sand bath. We have a particular bridge we like to go to and let the sand wash over us. If you don't wear a suit, this can be dangerous, but don't worry, the suit included in your ticket price will protect you. Next on the list is actually our very own Timber's Hearth. There's more to our little humble rock in space than just our museum. In fact, there are new craters on its surface to explore every day. You'll find relaxation in our Quantum Grove, a grove with a nice pond where our very own Gabbro created some quantum art, which is an exhibit we think every Hearthian should see. I know we have a few tall trees in the village, but during our tour, we will take a hike through an entire grove of trees that look so tall that they might actually be touching the planets. Then, we will visit a geyser even taller than that. We will visit a geyser so tall, the altitude of its peak turns the water it ejects into snow. And if you're feeling up to it, you can even climb to the top and jump in. Lastly, we will take a trip underground to where all your cares will float away. The Zero-G Cave is a place anyone could have fun. Even Grandma could do backflips in here. Flip and bounce around until your heart's content in your very own backyard. We have lunch just after everyone has recovered from the Zero-G Cave. We used to have lunch before the Zero-G Cave, but that changed shortly after Rebek's tour. But after lunch is right back in the ship and off to Brittle Hollow. Any true Hearthian will appreciate this place. The moon rains down lava rocks onto the surface, and we like to play a game to see who can get closest to ones hitting the planet. Exciting, huh? The pristine, snow-capped poles of Brittle Hollow are just begging for footprints and snowball fights. Some of the melted water here has eroded through the crust of the planet, and that's responsible for two of the largest pieces of ice in the entire solar system. The glaciers here are so big that one of them houses an entire Nomai city. And speaking of which, the entire planet is scattered with Nomai ruins, any of which could hold a secret waiting to be uncovered by a curious Hearthian. Plus, the whole planet is just a beautiful place. The inner crust is made up of crystalline chasms as far as the eye can see. Some of them are so big, our spaceship could easily fit into them. And while we are exploring the planet, you better be sure to be careful, because below us lay our solar system's local black hole. Be sure to bring a rock or stick to drop in and watch it fall all the way down and disappear. And if you're brave enough, ask the pilot to see how close they can get. Personally, I think this next planet is the best to visit. Giant's Deep is an ocean world anyone could find fun at. Pristine islands serve as an excellent beachfront location to set up and relax. The mountains here also give you a great view of the upper stratosphere, where clouds move in a mesmerizing way. You are also able to do high dives from space here. Just plop on a suit and jump out of our ship. Hopefully you don't land on an island. And if you're worried about that, you can actually just use an island and ride that to space instead. As long as you stay near the surface of it, you won't be hurt. But the main attraction of Giant's Deep is actually deep-sea diving. Deep below the current, we are able to swim amongst the jellyfish, our solar system's largest, most beautiful creature. Luckily for us, they are also docile creatures, and with peaceful waters, it's easy to get a good view of the electrified coral reefs at the core of the planet. You will not want to leave this place with all the amazing views. The next location may make it a bit easier though. It's so easy to lose yourselves and forget all of your problems when you visit Dark Bramble. Filled with soothing fog, it's hard to think about anything else. The whole world just fades away. The mysterious moving lights surely have any true Hearthian intrigued, but none of us have really been brave enough to go find out what they are. We stick with the still lights that let us traverse through the odd dimensional maze here, but they still make marvelous sightseeing while traversing Dark Bramble. We are also able to track down some alien life here on Dark Bramble. Small centipedes float throughout this place. Sometimes I have to clean my windshield after flying through some of those little buggers, but they're a cool sight to see nonetheless. While we're exploring, be sure to keep a look out the windows to see the endless series of finds that'll be passing by. The final attraction on the list is deep inside Dark Bramble. Here, we can find gigantic shards of ice floating freely in the zero-G environment. It's cool to see something so big spin and rotate about as if it's weightless. But by about this time, the spaceship will be running out of fuel and we'll probably need to come home. But can you believe it? We do all that in one day on our special tour through the Outer Wilds solar system for only 12 cans of marshmallows. You will not be able to beat that price. Our solar system is pretty amazing, so be sure to get out there and see it before it's too late. You never know when our village may become a brand new crater, so come see Hornfels to sign up today. Well, everyone, I hope you found that as funny and cute as I did. It's cool to imagine the Hearthians as a space-exploring people, even having their civilians go and explore the solar system. Just your average Joe riding along on an island to space, or flying through Dark Bramble. They must have been brave people. To be clear, all of the events I listed here are actually part of the postcards I showed earlier. I didn't just make any of them up. They each have a list of activities to do on them, and I thought it'd be fun to make them into a commercial. And as always, a special thank you to the members here on this channel. You guys have really surprised me. Soon, I'm going to have to make all these names smaller or add a scroller. At the time of writing this, there's only one member off from 20 membership goals set up by YouTube. One more member and we will lock another sweet, sweet emoji. If you want to help the community grow, click the join button below to become a member. But as always, this is the Lore Explorer, just happy you made it this far in the video to begin with. Besides memberships, that's the best way to support a YouTuber, as it lets YouTube know the content is worth watching. So thank you, and I hope to see you in the next video.